Ayo, ayo,
Am I just gonna work hands and you don't?
ayo, I wanna go home. Oh, but I wanna go home. Welcome to the another comedy podcast, my brothers and sisters. How did that sound in the cans?
It sounds pretty good. Let me see. I think let me make some DJ adjustments.
Make some DJ adjustments. Yeah, look, see, he's gonna make sure that we sound good on the pod, bro.
Yeah, later we're gonna have what I would call editing.
Editing, yeah, we'll have a little editing.
We're talking about movies. We're doing movie reviews. The last pod, as we do, maybe every other pod we sneak in a little movie review in there. We're some movie guys, and we're talking about get the editor in there. Remember, get the fucking editor in there.
Get the fucking editor in there.
Our attention spans are short. Get him in there.
Get him in there, dude. How you been, dog?
I'm good, bro.
Another week, another podcast, bro.
Not another
comedy podcast. See, I think that's gonna be like our theme song. Like maybe we can have like someone do some drums or something, like a not another comedy podcast. Woo! Bro, so
and then you do like a screaming one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I actually used to do pretty good at it. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Nah. And I used to be like pretty bad at it.
I mean, I heard you go off one time in karaoke style, open mic, and
and yell at people.
And you hit some high notes. We talked about this. Your teacher judged you. About the high notes.
You know
what?
That
was like episode 2 or something.
You just gave me an epiphany, bro.
What epiphany?
That I could like start screaming because they come out from like a little bit of anger, right? And that came out from my soul when I yelled at that drunk lady. So I feel like
you yelled at those people the other day that I didn't even know they were talking. I thought you were yelling at me and Wacko over there in the back, fucking talking shit, and then you're like, "Will you just shut the fuck up?" Yeah, and I was like, "Oh,
yeah." Here's another podcast of Manny saying how he yells at the crowd. Yeah, I do. I yell. I like to yell. It's fun, bro. I was watching this special today, like a crowd work special type of thing.
Take these off. I feel better.
Yeah. Oh,
that sounds good.
It sounds good. Okay, yeah. I trust. Do you know who Jessica Kirsten is?
Jessica? I don't know Jessica.
She's a comedian. She's like I think she's a New York comedian. I'm not sure. Don't want to offend. I don't know if people like care like where they come from, but she's really fucking funny. But like in her set, she was like singing and shit. And like I don't know, like I went to the Comedy Store and I saw Adam Ray, and he was singing, like he sang his own live, like he had his own performance, and they have someone there playing a piano, so it's kind of like a thing, and I was like, damn, like this is another element of comedy that we don't really have in our scene, at least yet, right?
And the musical guy,
not even just musical, right? It's just another thing that people pull out of their back pocket, right? Because Adam Ray is not a musical type of guy, but at the same time, he kind of is, because I don't know if you've seen a lot of his things on YouTube.
I think he's a well-rounded guy. He seems to do everything.
Exactly. And that's what we have to be, though. That's what we have to be. We have to be.
But I mean, you don't have to be everything. No, like Ron White is not over here juggling fucking Muppets and shit and doing, you know what I mean? Ron White's up there doing his thing, you know what I mean? But you do have to be well-rounded, but whatever the fuck you want.
What you want to do. You know what I mean? But that's why I was watching her. I'm like, damn, like, I want to, because I grew up watching this dude. I want to sing. Yeah, I want to sing because she sings, and it's funny, right? Because she's riffing while she's singing. I need to show it to you.
She's freestyling
the whole time.
I told you, I'm really bad at freestyling, so.
But then that's what I feel like that's where the crowd work kind of comes in out of people, right? Because she was saying how like a lot of people. I was watching her podcast today, another podcast about podcast bros, with Tom Segura, and she was talking about how she her audience come from like TikTok and YouTube, and that they expect the crowd work and stuff, and she's really good at it, and of course she has material. But like she came out with this crowd work special where it's 2 different shows, and it's like just moments of the show, and I thought it was so fucking funny. And also I spent the weekend watching Bo Burnham. I think I talked to you about Bo Burnham before. Me, yeah. And like I watched the whole special of his that I used to love, and like, damn, bro, like this is better than anything I've ever done on stage so far, right? Of course. But it's but in my head I'm like, damn, like I grew up watching this. Like, of course, I always liked it, So maybe I can do some sort of element. Like, you know, you don't want to copy people, but you also want to like
see how you can implement that
your own thing, right?
Yeah,
you want to do your own things because you see people singing like, damn, bro, my girl sees me singing shittily all the time. You know, I do it sometimes for you guys in the pod. You know, I just did it. so it's like, bro, like, why not, bro? Why not? Bobby Lee fucking sings on his pod all the time. Like, imagine us making some fucking like I told my girl like, oh, she'll make some Weird Al Yankovic type music, bro.
I know what that is.
You don't know who Weird Al Yankovic, like you know the Michael Jackson song Beat It?
Yeah.
So he made a song, like a parody song called Eat It. And so he was dressed up in a fat suit and he literally did the whole Michael Jackson like bad music video, but in like a fat suit, and he sang the song called lyrics. Eat It. Yeah. So it was like very similar. And he did that to like all these songs, but it was like comically done. You know what I mean? I can't believe you don't know who he is.
Yeah.
Never heard of him.
I don't know though. I would argue it's a little bit easy to do that though. I mean, not for a lot of songs, but it is.
Oh,
it
for
is
the
like when the song's already done, like and you just put in a word. Like I do that all the time. Just sing a song and then just say penis instead of whatever the real word is,
bro.
You know?
But the thing is, like people really gravitated to him because he did it for like. And I don't think it was just that, right? He had his own like original thing, and people were like, "Do you know who?" Like, I think people just gravitate towards original. At the same time, weird. I think he is like, yes, he's taking other people's things and like making it like different wording and stuff. And I think we all kind of do that, anyways. You know, I mishear lyrics like all the time. Like I think like a lyric's one thing, but I get it like another thing. You know what I mean? Because I'm fucking dumb and I can't hear shit. I have to
sometimes. Watch lyric videos or read the lyrics. I don't watch lyric videos anymore, but when I was a kid, I would watch lyric videos.
I would watch lyric videos all the time, like all of the emo songs, bro. Because I don't understand what they're screaming right now, bro.
My basement is so cool.
Fuck you, and like, oh shit, dude. Fuck yeah, dude. Like, you fucking have to go into the lyrics.
I love bacon and eggs.
Yeah. Dude.
Bacon and eggs in the morning.
Bacon. Dude, they have like a lot of like different squeals and pitches and screams. The people must have loved that part on the pod.
I should have kept the cans on.
Yeah, see, you would have heard that.
Or we need to get the editor in there.
We get that. We'll put it low right there. But here's the thing, dude. We're talking about topics, right? And I saw this thing today about Taylor Swift. Yeah. I saw this thing about Taylor Swift, right? And look, don't want the Swifties to get mad, right?
I don't think the Swifties is our audience, G.
you don't think the so you think
the Swifties are not watching on another comedy?
Hey, maybe one day they're gonna be down here like, damn, bro, not another comedy podcast talking. Leave Taylor alone. Leave Taylor Swift alone. No. So it was at the Golden Globes.
I'm about to go Cat Williams on Taylor Swift.
Damn, you're gonna expose the truth.
Well, it's
Cat Williams style. You know. Ooh, what's the truth?
You know. Well, you tell me first. Okay. You tell me first. Your Taylor Swift.
So, all right, Jerry. So this is what happened. Joe Coy was hosting the Golden Globes, and what happened was he made like a little jab at Taylor Swift because I don't know if you watch a lot of football, but.
She dated some.
She is dating a football player.
She's still dating him?
Yeah, and so like
like
she goes to the games, right?
Plant.
And all they do is just like cut the camera to her all the time. Right. And so like people are like, he had made a joke. What did he say? He's like, the only difference between the Golden Globes and the NFL is that there is a lot less cut shots to Taylor Swift at the Golden Globes. And then the camera cuts straight to her and she just makes this mad face, you know? And it's like, bro, like, it's funny because it's very self-aware.
So is Golden Globes music or movies?
Movies. I think movies and maybe music. But to my understanding, just movies. But it was like, bro, if you can't laugh at yourself, you know what I mean? Like, you're the biggest celebrity, one of the biggest celebrities at this, like, event. And he's a comedian. Like, he has to make things relevant. He has to make things funny.
And the NFL guy didn't go all Will Smith on him.
He didn't. Oh, imagine, bro. He would have fucking You fucking
That
hit the
NFL
shit.
guy would fucking smoke Joe
It
Coy.
would quite damn.
He
It
just
would've
tackles
been,
him through the stage.
Good
I don't
thing-
know. Is Joe Coy big or not? How big is he?
I mean, I don't think he's big, but
But I don't think he's that small.
yeah, I don't think he's that small. But it's like
You can hit him with the mic.
I think people are more aware of someone charging the stage now
Oh yeah.
after that Chris Rock
Just
incident.
Spartan kick. Oh, and it's been happening for years. I mean that thing was staged too. Don't get me started.
Yeah, you think that's stage 2?
Blah.
but like it's
You never
like
seen that thing where like there's a movie or like there's I don't know if it's a movie or something, but that already happened.
a movie that's
Like
already
the whole
happened.
Will Smith thing already happened exactly. but with
Oh,
other
you're
people.
saying like patterns. Is that what you're saying?
Like the exact thing happened. No, the exact thing happened with the whole dramatization of it at an event.
what do
And
you
I don't know if it's in a movie or if it's in a thing, but there's a video. I'll show you.
Are you going Simpsons conspiracy theory on me right now?
No, I'm going Cat Williams.
Cat Williams conspiracy. Oh, so everybody's mad at Joe Coy. Everybody's pissed.
So, well, the Swifties are mad at Joe Coy.
They're in the comments, bro, of Joe Coy just like pissed at him. Like, leave Taylor alone. Like, she can't enjoy a night out. Like, bro, fuck off. Like, you know, she did it. Like, people laughed at the joke. I laughed at the joke. I thought it was pretty funny because it's very you see the NFL games where she shows up at sometimes, and it's like it's a Taylor Swift concert because they keep cutting to her all the time, and so they're like, so he just made a joke, like, you know, oh, because when they're like, oh, Taylor Swift's here, Taylor Swift here.
But I think that maybe, I don't know. I'm not a football guy, but my guess is that the guys that watch NFL are probably tired of watching cuts of Taylor Swift while watching pod or while watching NFL. I don't know. And not another comedy pod.
And not another comedy podcast. Yeah, but
Imagine. And like we're just doing.
I'm gonna actually right now. The editing genius is putting that picture of Taylor Swift.
Every time we say her name, the picture.
Bam, it's just gonna flash, right?
It cuts. It would be a lot, you know.
We
And
just
I
get
don't know.
flashing to the Taylor Swift
Yeah.
picture, just like bam, bam, bam.
Dude, I know one Taylor Swift song, and it's when she was still fucking, you know, a Christian. Yeah, what was it?
Sing it.
I'm on the bleachers or something like that. She
Damn.
wears short skirts. I
Wear t-shirts.
And shit.
Okay. Oh, damn, I actually knew the song a little bit.
Yeah, right.
The song I knew was like,
Yeah, that one.
I knew you were trouble when you walked in, huh?
I don't know.
And that's all I know about that song. But or maybe like what was another song? What? There's something about a white horse. I don't know. I don't. I wasn't a big Swiftie. I'll tell you. I'm gonna be honest with you, but I'll tell you what. I don't hate the
Well,
music.
after that part where you're saying, "Oh, fucking Twilight," and I don't know what else you were
Twilight,
saying.
yeah, but I grew up with sisters, dog. You know how it
Well, I
is.
grew up with sisters, but you know.
You're the older one.
Yeah.
When-
I'm like, what do you guys think we put on John Wick?
Oh yeah. Oh, my brother actually lent me the John Wick DVDs, and I know he's not listening to the podcast, but I still have them, and I have yet to watch them. And I told him like, bro, I'll watch them. I swear to God.
I'll tell you what, 3 and 4 are good. 1 and 2 are mid.
Ooh, hot
Action
take.
is good. But
Hot take.
Story of 1 and 2 is okay, but the story starts developing in 2.
But doesn't his dog die and the car gets stolen in 1?
That's the story of 1.
So
But then
isn't
it's-
that's a great story? Oh, so you're saying it gets
in
better?
me, it's overhyped the story, and in the 1, it's like, all right, he went on this wild rampage
Because of that, yeah.
Right,
You think
whatever.
maybe he could have just broken
But then
some
he
arms?
comes back into the game, and then the plot develops a little bit more,
Mm.
which then carries on to 3 and 4. But 3 and 4 is when when it gets good.
You watch The Equalizer?
4 is the best one. I watch Equalizer 1 because I know 2, 3, and 4 are not good.
No, the third one's pretty good, right? Because I don't know, right? I haven't seen the other ones.
You haven't seen the
But
first one?
I haven't seen the first one.
No, trust me, bro. The first one is just a totally different thing, and then you watch the fourth one, you'll be like, oh, they ruined it. Like, what the fuck?
Well, did you watch the third one?
I saw my in-laws watching it.
And you didn't like it?
No, it's just...
Because
It's a whole nother thing.
It-
And it's like...
because I felt like he was like, it kind of felt like, oh, he's not just killing for nothing. You know what I mean? Like, it felt like, oh, like this is kind
what
of
was
all
he killing for in
justified.
the third one?
Place of peace, right?
What does that mean?
Like he settled down. He was like, ooh, like I really like this place. Like I can really get comfortable here. And then some mobsters starting fucking shit up. You know what I mean? Some barrios in the hood. Nah, I don't know if they're Mexican, but then some homies came out and they're like fucking shit up, you know, the drugs and whatever.
What
they're
color
like
were
in the
they?
neighborhood. They're like collecting money from people, beating people up and shit. He's like, nah, I don't like this shit, and he started fucking up the gang and shit. So like that, so in my head, I'm like, oh, that's dope. It's not just like mindless murder. Do you know what I mean? Where I feel like some of these movies kind of do that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I think Taken was a good premise.
Yeah, but then you know,
Taken 2 is like, okay, fool me once, shame on you.
Which other? I mean, I think there's a lot. Like, you don't think that movies get ruined with sequels a lot of the times?
That's the problem, right? It's like with Taken, right? It's like, take my daughter once, shame on you. Take my daughter twice,
but then
shame
some
on
are
me.
really good. Like, I don't know, Home Alone 2's, you know, it's on the level of the first one, but I'm kind of over Home Alone right now.
I like Cars too.
Cars 2? I don't watch Cars 1 or 2.
Bro,
dude. I watched a little bit of Cars 1, but it was, I don't know, it didn't keep me.
I think it's because
I was growing up at that age, Hardy.
I just had younger nieces, or I mean younger cousins too. So it was like me and my sister and my cousins, and so I was always just like with them all the time. So it's like, I don't know. I always still like, I wasn't still a Disney kid at an older age, but like I can still appreciate a good animated movie. Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Because I feel like I liked anime growing up, like just like Naruto and shit like that. And so for me, watching like a Pixar movie is not too far off of watching like a anime movie. Does that make sense? Type of thing.
Well,
because it's not kiddish.
Yeah, it's still animated. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. For me, it's like it's all anime. I can appreciate the animation for what it is, especially now with like having nieces. You can just watch shit with them. But
has there been anything good animated? Like they made that
Mario movie.
I was gonna say they made that Mario movie exactly, and it was like
the animation was good. That's the thing.
Yeah, but like,
the voice acting was trash.
No, but not even the voice acting and the story and everything. It was just like what.
I'm there with you.
It's like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, callback, but. I appreciated that movie because of the animation, right? Do you watch the Spider-Man ones? The Spider-Verse ones?
Not the Spider-Verse ones.
That's what you need to watch right there.
But those are the ones where it's like animated.
I'm telling you, dude. See? And you're I'm telling you, bro, because there's truly right now, there's just things that you can't do.
But this Spider-Man's got to be better than the other one, you know.
This Spider-Verse, the one that came out first was the best. Like even the second one, people are saying is the best. Like they're saying it's better than some of the live, because it's so hard to compare the two, right? Because they're two different things. But think of it in this realm, like there's just such a limitation when you're filming real life people, right? Like right now, right? But with an animation, right, with a whole studio and shit, you can have like scenes of color and animation, like these punch and fighting scenes where it's kind of like goes to a whole other level that you can't really get just filming, at least not right now. Do you know what I mean?
Or if you do, it's just gonna look not great.
It's not gonna look that good, right? Or you're saying it costs so much.
I don't know. It kind of seems to me like movies hit a really good stride of CGI effects, and then they kind of just plateaued and got stuck, and then now almost have gotten worse. But I heard it's because the studios have a budget for CGI effects, and it's what they pay. Like a lot of people were complaining about the Flash movie, and it's because they weren't paying people to in a hurry do these effects.
Yeah.
So the effects were trash. So this is what I heard anyway, right, from the nerds.
So the nerds talk about think about this, bro. I think we say for us, when we do comedy, not in our comedy podcast, it's just us. We're on the stage. It's just us two, right? Right now on the pod, like when we're on stage, it's just me, it's you. But right now for the pod, it's just you and me, right? The decisions are us. But when a whole movie, like they film the fucking movie, they edit the goddamn movie, they send it to lighting, they fucking send that shit to editing. Like you saw that fucking Batman movie. I don't know if you saw the second cut, but the first and second cut are two different things.
The Zack Snyder Justice League cut you're talking about?
Yeah, like they're two different cuts. Like
I seen that one. I didn't see I think
original.
we did. I think actually we did start watching it just to see the difference, and it was just super cut. A whole thing was missing. Like
it's different. It's a whole different story.
I like the Zack Snyder cut. I mean, it was still overdrawn, but the movie it was fun, you know, when Superman is doing a fucking shit, you know, mess in the city and shit, you know.
That's pretty dope, dude. Like seeing.
Oh, he has a mustache for some reason. The mustache, he looks like an asshole. Is it that one where he has a mustache, or is it the?
He had the mustache because he was in another part of a movie, and he was contractually obligated to keep the mustache. But they thought they were done filming that movie, and then he like had to come back and
do that scene. Yeah. Like that scene is badass. So that scene is not in the original, or what? If that scene's not in the original, you have to watch the Zack Snyder cut.
I don't think so. Well, to my understanding, he had but I thought they edited out the mustache.
Do they? Mm-hmm. I thought I seen it. I don't know.
But I tell you what, dude. I do think the thing with animation, right, is that people used to spend so much time animating, like hand drawing shit. They had to like literally like basically Xerox shit because like the way the animation, they have to draw things frame by frame, right? And the more technology has gotten better, the more that people can kind of get maybe a little bit lazier and cut corners, whereas people used to have to draw things by hand or like oil paint them to make sure that they get every single frame, and they had people drawing every single frame by hand, so where things looked very beautiful and like handcrafted and like very like, you know, where like maybe sometimes now things are very maybe too computer generated to where it looks a little bit lazier or not as good. Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah. Well, based on the budget, right?
Yeah.
Because there's some that are really good.
That look great, but
like I seen Planet of the Apes. I've never been a Planet of the Apes guy, but I went to the movies the other day when I watched the Von Erich movie, and they showed the.
You snuck a second movie?
No. They showed the commercial.
Oh, okay.
They showed the trailer.
Sneak a second movie?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They showed the trailer for the movie, and it looked fucking good. Like I've never been a Planet of the Apes guy. You know what I mean? A fucking evolution.
But it's new. It's dope, bro. Right?
But I seen it. I'm like, dude, that looks insanely good. Like I told my girl, I was like, Loki, you're gonna say this is very unlike me. I'm like, but I want to watch that just because of the world that it seems that they built. You know?
Oh yeah, that's
because they're at war with
the humans.
With the humans, and so they've kind of built like camps, and they're going like, you know, they got things and shit. I don't know, it's silly, but I'm
so
like,
you haven't seen
imagine
any of them?
we eat some shrooms and we watch that movie. I'm like, that'd be insane, bro, you know.
I've seen the first couple of them.
Are they good? They're actually good,
bro. They're good.
Who comes down the first one? Is it James Franco?
Is it James Franco? It's been that movie's been going on for a very long time. Like I saw that movie in high school with my dad.
Think about this. You ever watch King Kong with Jack Black?
In middle school with my dad.
Dude, the CGIs on that are insane. That movie's old. It looks
great.
But like that's what I'm saying. I think it's on the budget that they put into the CGI specifically.
Yeah, definitely the budget, and also what were you gonna say?
You ever buy pirated movies back in the day when you'd buy DVDs? You'd buy pirated DVDs. Right?
They just showed up at the house. You know what I mean?
It's not a victimless crime.
Yeah, it's not a victimless
There's
crime.
There's so many commercials about that, right?
They just showed up at the house a couple times. At
the Marisco's place, there always be a guy with CDs and pirated CDs and pirated DVDs, right? So when me and Alan would play, we would trade a song for some CDs.
That's funny. Yeah,
that was nice. But
was my favorite thing was when you could tell that a whole dude with a camcorder is in the theater and he fucking sits like you can see them set
really
up.
Bad.
Yeah, but that's sometimes because you don't know what you're gonna buy, right? The dude in the box, you're gonna buy the good rip, or you're gonna buy the motherfucker who was in the movie theater in Mexico.
Well, I had some pirated movies. Like I remember watching pirated movie, the Wolverine one with my buddy in middle school. And the CGIs weren't applied. So once they hit the spaceship, like not the spaceship, but the shuttle thing that they had, the CGIs were like not on, and you could see like dots, like it was like a gray screen, and there was like dots, and they were in the thing.
We got
a non-fully edited version
cut or something. Damn, bro, you got like the.
It was funny, dude. Like getting films like that where the CGI wasn't fully on. You know?
Damn, dude, you got that extra cheap, bro. That's fucking the.
Well, that was my buddy. I went to my buddy's house.
That's fucking dope, dude. It's not a victimless crime, but also at the same time, like Netflix and all that shit came out now. Like, I don't know. Like, do you really think that people could catch all those people who were downloading and then
No. Well, they can't even catch people now. All the like they can catch a lot of them, but not all the people that like stream fucking sports events and all this stuff. You know, like
it is hard though because like when you try and find something like on the computer, like you can see like the people get shut down like on Twitch or on YouTube and stuff. Where it's like, oh, let me see the Logan Paul fight, and you're like, let me try, and you're on YouTube and you're seeing some guy right here and like this, he's watching the screen, but there's a fucking mirror right here, so it's like pointing to the screen, and he's like, yeah, chat, we're just talking about shit, and then you're just like watching the mirror that's right behind him that's like, oh shit, Logan Paul got
you
fucking
ever seen
hit.
the ones where they're like it's like a fight, right, and the dude pretends he's playing UFC, he's like,
oh no, I haven't seen that. That's funny.
He's like,
that's funny as fuck.
Yeah, it's like the reflection of the fight.
Oh dude, that's fucking dope.
It's all real as fuck.
That's good. I mean, that's a good strategy right there, dude. Twitch is getting a little bit more, because if you go on Twitch right now, it's basically like softcore porn, bro.
Are you serious? Oh, it's like a bunch of just chick streamers with bunny ears and shit. Is it?
And it's like partial nudity.
How partial?
Where they like have the camera cutting off right here, like right at the like right here.
Well, that's not.
But like they're kind of like more shutting that down more. So it's like when you go on Twitch, you don't see that so much, right? But since it's there anyways, why not? Like because it's like it's.
What about this Kick app that you talk about? They promote weed content?
I don't know if they promote,
but like they don't ban it.
They just let it be a thing. I think they just like let people, because I think the thing with Kick more is that people were getting upset at people gambling, and I think they banned gambling on Twitch, so people can't gamble anymore on there. So they just went to like places like Kick to gamble. Like there's people on Twitch right now that like literally just do slots online. Have you ever seen people who do slots online?
No. What the fuck? Live?
Oh fuck yeah.
What the fuck? People watch that?
And people, bro, I swear to God, people like to watch people just run slots. But here's the problem, though, is that like the biggest problem is that a lot of these streamers are paid by the places that they're gambling at, right? And then they're losing money, but they're being paid anyways from that. So it's
play
like
there and promote the spot.
Yeah, because they're just playing. So it's like all their 20,000 or 100,000 viewers are going to that website, and they're not, getting the money back. They're just losing their shit, right? But the streamer's just profiting and shit like that. Do you know what I mean? Where it's kind of like there's a little bit of a conflict right there. You know what I mean?
I mean, why are you watching? They're watching. No, you know what I mean? But they're watching.
Well, that's why Twitch had
got rid of it. And then they're going to those places. So it's the customer's fault at the end of the day.
Well, that's why Twitch got rid of it. Because they're kind of like, oh, we don't like the gambling, right? We don't like the gambling. At least I don't think they can do gambling
on Twitch. And they also got rid of it on Kick?
No, on Kick. That's why people do it on Kick.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
so Kick is more loose.
Yeah, Kick is more loose. Yeah, Kick. Yeah, you know what?
You're like if they got gambling, they'll let us smoke some fucking joints on there.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll let us smoke some joints on there, bro.
Well, I thought you knew. I thought you were telling me for sure that there's people doing weed.
Oh yeah, there's people doing weed content. Doing good. I mean, there's people doing weed content on YouTube now too. I mean,
yeah, but they talk about being shadow banned.
The problem is like, so I have one of my YouTubers I watch a lot. His name is Eric Khan. And
Eric Khan,
and when he streams on YouTube, you can't pause his streams, or you can't go back in the past. Like, do you know what I mean? Because YouTube like has a restriction on his thing. You know what I mean? Like, he's not shadow banned or anything, but he has restrictions. You know what I mean? Like any other live stream, you could pause their stream, you can go back, you can like go to different moments of the stream, but this one is, I mean, unless he sets it that way, but I don't think so. But like
you think it's the algo?
Bro, I see so many I follow a lot of weed content now, right? I try not to post so much weed stuff on Instagram, but all of them are saying now like their content is being flagged. Yeah. Right. And we're over here trying to fucking grow an audience. I'm like, fuck, I don't want to, like, you know what I mean? I don't want to fucking not harm myself. But at the same time, it's like, fuck, bro. Like, you want to, the audience that you're going to find is the people who are going to, like, who fuck with your shit. Who's going to fuck with your shit? The people
I think maybe that's why we should do a Kick channel with weed.
Yeah, with the Kick.
So everybody from here, you know, hopefully is the audience anyway, wants to go to Kick and tune into some live stream, tune into some smoking sessions, because we be having some sessions,
bro.
We be having some sessions.
At the whole beginning of when you just got here, you know what I mean? Imagine if we just had a camera at the top of the smoking spot. Like, we just have like a designated little smoking spot, right?
All the light, with the light right there, all the smoke going to that light.
Yeah, dude. Also, at one point, that's just gonna be the bet. Like, people are gonna watch that and they're like, "What? Fuck the podcast!" like let's watch the sesh. You know what I mean? But I mean, ideally, because right now we're trying to be a little professional in the studio, right? And if we ever go into like some other like places or anything that we have to do a pod, we can't always be smoking, right? So like, you know, we have sesh.
I think we
pods.
actually didn't smoke the last episode, right? Or the last two or something.
Mm-hmm. We've been shout out to Carter still, but I'll say what. Here's the thing, right?
What's the thing?
When you recommend things to people, you always in the back of your mind, you're like, fuck, dude, fuck. Like, if these things fucked up, it's my recommendation, right? And like, or just anything, right? If someone's like, bro, I'm hungry, it's like, oh, dude, this pizza place up my ass is the best, bro. Yeah, and then they're like, bro, I got food poisoning. Like, that shit was ass. You're like, man, like, then that person can't really trust you so much on your next recommendation. You know what I mean? So it's like that's all I have to say about the recommendation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I told my girl, like, send an email, tell them I'm going to Dr. Dabber.
I'm going to your well, I'll tell you what,
nemesis.
Dude, your nemesis. They are coming out with a new one, a little one, a smaller one.
Oh no, I don't want a smaller one.
I don't, dude, because I was thinking about buying something for my girl for our anniversary. Oh no, our birthday coming up. It was the same birthday.
Oh right,
Yeah, February 10th.
Bro,
see if whoever's listening, fan of the pod, you're listening right here. Yeah, at 31. If you're here at 31 minutes in and you're like, yeah, there you go, there's my birthday. You know what I mean? You'll know, because then one day we're gonna have like little Wikipedia pages. You see, you look up and like,
is it true that on Wikipedia you can just edit it? You just go in there and edit it?
Yeah, That's why like teachers were like, don't trust Wikipedia, because anybody can just go on there and be like, your dad's gay, you have cum in your ass, you know, stuff like that.
Can we really?
Yeah, but I think they have it more restricted now, but when we were kids it was a lot worse, you know what I mean? Like, it was a lot more like people being,
that seemed like they would just all be, you know, fuck with, you know.
But they also have moderators. That's the thing. They have moderators, like, because like sometimes you can probably go to some pages and see like what people like fucked around with what they said, but most of the time, like on important ones, I think it has like, now it has like locks and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know dick about nothing, dog.
that's some complicated stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, that's some complicated shit, dog. What about Cat Williams, dog?
What about Cat Williams?
He be saying some shit, dude. What do you think about what he was saying? I don't remember a lot of the things that he's saying, but all I remember is that he was saying about how Cedric the Entertainer stole his joke.
Oh yeah, something like that.
And
he was saying, oh yeah, he did say something about a joke, yeah, and then he said something about someone trying to take credit for his character, Money Mike, or something like that.
It's so like, I've seen Cat Williams do a couple different acting like things, and I saw him in Norbit, right? You ever watched Norbit?
Mm-mm.
He plays a pimp in Norbit.
I haven't seen any of the Cat Williams movies, to be honest.
I think I saw that one, and I don't remember what the other one, but he was playing a pimp in both in Norbit. He's playing a pimp. Mm-hmm. Is that like the character that he was talking about?
I don't know, because I don't know the characters.
Yeah,
but here's the thing, I didn't know really Cat Williams because he was really popular. I remember in high school, everybody was like real Cat Williams, so I didn't want to. And then also,
you're like, fuck that.
Yeah,
you're like,
me being a contrarian, I was like, I don't want to listen to it. And then
that's not funny. It's not funny.
No, I wasn't saying it's not funny. I was just like, I don't want to listen to the same guys that everyone else is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you with the hair flipping, the emo. Like, I'm not conforming to society. right. I'm not conforming. Dog.
That's funny. The emo in me.
That's how I was every time. I was like, man, fuck the Beatles. Now I listen to some music, I'm like, it's pretty good. Bro.
Yeah, you're like, it's good. I'm not saying it's not good, bro. But now after this interview, I'm like, no, I like it. Yeah, I'm like, now I want to watch all this shit.
I watched his last special, World War III. He's clever, motherfucker, dude. Yeah, like the whole beginning of the special, he was talking about like how he was just talking about how they were lying to it. Like he was like, the media is lying to us. Like the whole they're lying to us. They got us all crazy. They like he broke it down so great. He's like, they said there was no more. What did he say? Chicken breast.
Chicken wings, but there's two thighs.
Yeah. But he's like, yeah.
Well, that's the trailer of this whole special.
That's such a good, like the whole, like, because he sets it up like a very long. It's a kind of a very long setup.
Oh really?
For that punchline, for like that whole like joke, right? I'm like, oh, that's funny.
I heard him say this thing on the pod. It was a good pod because you learned some comedian stuff, right?
Yeah.
He said a pod about a pod, right?
Yeah, pod about.
He said like there's some jokes where it's like a longer setup, but then you're just hammering them with punchlines because you've already set the joke up.
Yep.
So you don't have to keep you just hammering with things. I'm like, oh, nice. I feel like that's what the 4-1, or whatever the fuck,
Because the thing with
1-4 or whatever.
Because even when he was setting it up, it was funny, but because like it was like, oh, where is he going with this? Like, is he going with like, oh, like the presidential stuff? He's going with like vaccine stuff. Like, what is he going with? Like is he going with like COVID stuff? And then he went to the chicken wing stuff. You know what I mean? And it kind of like seems like he's just commenting on it all in general. Do you know what I mean? He's just kind of like he's not picking any sides. He's just kind of like this is all crazy type of thing, right? And I don't know, from an audience, I was like, yeah, this is good. I don't know, I appreciate. Like, because he does seem like he's smart. Yeah, and he said on the podcast too with Shannon that he used to read a lot. Yeah, and you can kind of tell. My dumbass is like, yeah, I need to start reading more.
I should start reading.
Yeah, stop with these audiobooks, right? The audiobooks are making us stupid.
Audiobooks, dude. No, I can't read books. I can listen to audiobooks. I've listened to a few audiobooks. Yeah. You listen to audiobooks? Let me see. What's a good audiobook that you might recommend?
I haven't listened to audiobooks. That's the thing.
Or you read a book?
Just pods. I read books.
Just pods.
Yeah, just pods. Yeah, I read books. It's been a while since I've read a long ass book. I read the Tom Segura book. I didn't read it all the way through. I read the Running the Light book. I didn't read it all the way through. It's good. Yeah, it was good until like I stopped reading it because again I just like fucking put it down and never picked it back up. I liked it, bro. That book is like, bro, like this is what you don't want to turn into, right? Or like this is what you want to stay away from. You don't want to be the coked out old comic that's like divorced, like fucked up his life, and it kind of like there's parts in the book where it kind of like reveals like, oh, like this is how he fucked up his life. Like he had a wife and stuff, and he's not married anymore. He has kids that don't talk to him. It was all this stuff. It's like, man, fuck. Like, yeah, there's this comedy thing, and he goes on stage and he talks about like the book talks about like he kills, bro. Like he knows the craft. Like he knows what to do. He goes on stage, he kills. But then like it talks about like his outside life, right? And it's like, fuck, bro. And I was reading this on the way to Hawaii with my girl, and I was like pretty new into doing comedy. I think I was like not even a year in, and I was like, damn, like this is what I want to do. That, you know what I mean? But there's also like,
you want to do that?
No, like the comedy. Like I want to do comedy, but it's like I think like this book is kind of like a how to not like do or not how not to, but like how to some cautions, right? Some warning signs, like you always
just a fun tale of
you hear, or like just because a lot of people say like, oh wait, a lot of people were talking about the book with Sam Talent. We just came out with the special, which is pretty funny.
Oh yeah, I didn't see it. Good.
Mm-hmm. He came out on Matt and Shane's podcast channel.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about it.
Mm-hmm. It's because like, and then Mark Norman had put this other girl's special on his channel called Queef Week. So all these people are like, oh, like these people have big channels, they have audiences. Like it's kind of like Comedy Central type of thing. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's like everybody wants to get on Comedy Central,
but it's just a channel.
Yeah, it's
with a lot of viewers.
Yeah,
that's what it's kind of like if we can get our own viewers.
Which I mean, they're here, dog. They're all here.
And then the channels come to you, and you're like, haha, now you want to come.
Yeah, now you want to see. Now, see, like right now, where people come to us about getting on the pod, right? Like, when are you gonna put me on the pod? When you get on the pod? It's like, name me a reference that I've said on the pod. If you're listening to the pod right now, we'll have you on the pod. We'll have you on the pod. What's a word? Give me a word. What's a word?
Fucking, let's do satellite. Look at that satellite.
Yeah,
right
satellite.
there.
Let's do a satellite. Look at that fucking satellite. Come up to me at the mic and be like, look at that fucking satellite. And I swear to God, if it's someone I don't like, I'm gonna be like, nah, you can't. Yeah. If it's wacko, I'm like, fine, wacko. But you have to come full clown. You have to come full clown when my dad's home. Please. You have to come full clown when my dad's home. Yeah, you have to come full clown. But I don't know. I don't know if he can make his way all the way over here, dog.
I don't know. I think, there's some loyal ones listening.
Yeah, you're right.
But I don't think it's any of the people that have asked us to be on.
Yeah, you're right. With the with the comics, bro. But
it's kind of weird.
I don't mind. But this is the thing, right? It's like you have to be forward at the same time, right? Because I have them in my head. I'm like, yeah, fuck, why not have some of them on the pod? But it's like you think about the shows, the bookings, right?
Mm.
Maybe we have to be more forward with like asking if we can be on the shows, right? Because we don't want to be the people to be like kiss asses, if that that the word. But we also like, what was I telling you one time? Closed mouths don't get fed. Right? It's like, I didn't know this guy wanted to be on shows. He never said anything.
Right.
But we can't take it as like, obviously, bitch, I'm here. I'm here at the mics. But it's like, can we? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think you got to stand out. Whatever you do to stand out, you got,
you have to stand up
and
do
something.
Out. You have to fucking up. You have to have a stiff dick.
Some people kiss ass. Some people, really straightforward.
Some people are funny. Some people are really funny.
Yeah, dude. So there's levels. There's levels, man. No, but it was really cool when I seen that Down Soder was at last, where we are every Thursday. He was every Thursday. That made me feel nice. I was like, I think at the end of the day, a club is a club, and when you have a comedy club and people are coming here to see comedy, it's like a different vibe, and it's enclosed, and it's low ceiling, and it's dark, and it's a different vibe,
Yeah, bro. And the thing that the problem is, I feel like as someone who goes out, I like to try and be as like quiet as I can be sometimes, like outside of the room, especially at last, because we're all hanging out right in that bar area that's like right outside of the showroom. You know what I mean?
It's not fully closed from the back.
And so there's not really much of a separation of audio. You know what I mean? And I feel like sometimes when some people are trying to work, some people in the crowd can get distracted of what's going on outside.
Yeah, especially if it's quiet, or if they pause and stuff, and there's a bunch of screaming in the back and shit.
And I feel like it's really, really hard to try to work on different things, because I really feel like comedy is so subjective in a way. Like, I don't like Taylor Swift's music, but I'm not gonna say that it's bad. Do you know what I mean? It's subjective. I obviously I can appreciate that people out there, the Swifties, like her music. Do you know what I mean? Doesn't mean I have to like it. Comedy is the same fucking thing. You know what I mean? Where it's like, just because I don't find this fucking person funny doesn't mean they're not. Do you know what I mean? Someone else could find them funny. I could not agree with their taste of funny, but yet that's just, I want that. You know what I mean? You want more people to have different tastes of comedy, because that just means it opens up more people to coming out to shows. Do you know what I mean? More of an audience. And so, like, you don't want to be so closed off of different genres. And how did I get on this rant?
I don't know what you're saying. I'm trying to figure out what you're saying, to be honest.
Bro, I fucking went on a little rant.
I don't know. I was just talking about, it's nice that a club is a club at the end of the day.
How did I get there?
I don't know.
How did I get there? Retrace the tracks, bro.
I don't know. Let me see this. So think about it. I think that what I was trying to say is that just a club is a club at the end of the day. So it's like when you go to a club and people are going to see comedy, it's different. No matter how big or small the club is, because I thought when I started watching comedy, it was always in theaters, right? You watch all these big specials in theaters.
It was in theaters.
And I was like, oh, it's in theater. And we're kind of spoiled with the screening room. You know, we get to perform at a theater downtown, literally. But a club is like a whole different thing that I didn't really know. And now I'm like, oh, the club is dope because it's a whole different thing. How I said, you know, really dark, low ceiling, everyone's close together.
I remember what that rant was about.
What was the thing about?
I think it's hard for people to develop their own different type of comedy stylings when like some really good comics hold silence very well.
Oh, right.
And I feel like it's hard to do that at an open mic where everybody's in the back.
We have an
do you know what I mean? But it's like at the same time, it's like at any show, right? If someone hasn't mastered that hold the silence thing, which we're obviously none of us are there yet. I mean, us or whatever, where when you get there, you can use it to like your advantage type of thing, right? But I kind of like see all these different stand-ups and trying to see what could work differently for my shit. Do you know what I mean?
No, I feel like we do pull it off. Pause. I think so. Sometimes it's nicer than others. But it's like, you know, there's a lot of bars like, you know, like The Rock and stuff. It's actually a rock bar, right? So the bar and the stage are right next to each other, actually. They're right actually there. Touching.
Yeah.
So when people go order a drink and they're talking at the bar and doing that stuff, there's no separation from that to you being on the stage.
Yeah. And the thing
and
with
that just makes you better, you know?
It makes you better when you have to.
Set a lot shittier.
Well, I think that makes you better with I think with those rooms, it makes you helps you work more on the crowd. If there is a little bit of a crowd, right? Where you can kind of like...
Or, you know, draw attention to something. Do the right things. You know, it just makes you bust something out. You know how I said, however you're going to stand out, you got to stand out.
Yep.
You know?
And I think the more practice you get at doing that, when you get in front of an actual audience, in front of a show, they're not going to just...
That's what I'm saying. When you get in a club, you're like, this is really nice.
Bro, we already have practice in the theater, too. We have a little mini theater we've been practicing in.
Yeah, I like it. And then, you know, I just like going on different stages. Like, you know, that's why I like the Unscrewed Theater. Was like a different stage.
Shout out.
And when there's a green room, there's something about a green room that really makes you feel like a comedian.
Yeah, you're sitting there. We were fucking in the green room. Wacko
like
was
at Tim's, you know, super like... I feel like the room in Cali that you were talking about is probably like Tim's, right? It's just a room. You go in there, boom, it's a room with a curtain, people.
Yep.
But it's got a nice
in the
green
back.
Green room.
It's green door.
Green day.
Green
room in the back. And you just come out, you're on the stage. What's up, motherfuckers? So it's pretty cool, bro. I don't know. Green room makes you feel like a comedian.
Green Day. Dude, you know what's funny? I was listening to this podcast with the Green Day singer, and obviously, I didn't know this. That's the band name Green Day comes from them smoking a shitload of weed.
Are you serious?
Yes. I swear. It's so obvious, right?
Not really.
That's what I was thought.
Seems like a place or something.
Bro, literally, because the lead singer was like, they asked him a question. They were like, so you and him and the bassist are like, you were really big potheads? Like, yeah, we were really big potheads. They like, so that's where the name Green Day came from? Like, yeah, that's where Green... Like, they literally said that's where Green... I'm like, no fucking shit, dude. And I remember I was telling you, like, bro, we should name the podcast something weed related. But I feel like that one's like...
Low key.
It's so low key, you know
it's
what I mean?
like, yeah,
but it's like obviously, once he said it, he was like, "Yeah, it's about we were big potheads."
Yeah, I don't think a lot of I don't know. Do people know?
I listened to I started listening. I've always listened to their music, but I started actively listening again, and I'm like, damn, some of these songs are just about getting stoned. Like there's one like or am I stoned? Like it's like am I paranoid or am I stoned? Like is the lyrics on one of their songs, you know? Sorry. So it's like I think a lot of the earlier stuff was just like them smoking a shitload of weed and shit like that. What was a couple of our early pod names? Where it was like 2 beans, 1 pod.
I don't think we actually named the pod that.
No, but when in the chat, we're like, what should we name
we're
it?
Thinking about when we were naming.
We had one episode in the bucket. We're like, no, we didn't have an episode. We were like, before we shoot this goddamn episode, we need a fucking. We're
go
like,
with the name.
2 beans, 1 pod. That's gay.
And then you get 2 beans, 1 leaf or something like that.
two leaves, 1 stem.
And I was like, are you thinking about 2 bears, 1 cave? Or I was like, is this inspired by 2 bears, 1 cave or 2 girls, 1 cub? Which one is it?
Which one of these? I'm like, God damn it, he got me. And then what I don't know what what did Not Another come from?
I thought of a pot one too. Not another weed. Not another stoner podcast or something. They said. And then I was like, well, not really. This is not another comedy podcast. Yeah. And then when we said that, we're like, oh yeah, that's what this is. And we're like, that's what we're trying to get in the name is, what is this pod about? You know, not another comedy podcast. And then someone always has something to say. Like,
so like, they're not even funny. Get them out of here.
And then someone told me today, they're like, are you guys yourselves on the pod, or are you just like, I feel like really comedian-y, right? And I'm like,
what the fuck do you want from us, dude? Because this whole time I feel like we've just been vibing, we've just been talking, right? But it's like, but are we being funny? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but like,
no, I don't think we have been funny. I think we've just been talking, you know?
But it's like, but is that the vibe, right? Because like, you want to see you want to see the homies just chilling, right?
And people be how you're saying, are who you are.
Be who you are, because you don't want to be who you are on and then off someone. You know what I mean?
To be or to not to be.
Like, imagine if I got off camera, I'm like, all right, fuck off, Omar. You know what I mean? Like literally, me and Omar took like we took like what 4 dabs, 2 joints. That should have been the fucking podcast name. 4 dabs, 3 joints, bro. My eyes are still squinting. I feel like I'm like this. Maybe it's the light more. Maybe
this light's a little brighter.
You know what? I was like, it could be me looking into the light this whole time because I've been slowly squinting away.
Yeah, don't stare right at it, bro.
Yeah, you're not.
Burn. You'll feel them burn when you turn that light on.
You know what? Fuck it, bro.
I don't know how chicks do their makeup right in front of these ring lights because they really you can feel your eyeballs sizzle like.
Yeah, they really just. My eyes.
Like, you ever when you put on eye drops, you're like.
I feel great. I like the Rojos, the one that burn a little bit when you put it in your ear. Yeah, it's like when you fucking. I wasn't gonna.
Is that what it feel like when you get jizz in your eye?
Bro, I was just about to say my dumbass fucking Ben Gay joke. you need to say you're touching balls to the shower. Yeah, you say it at the stage.
Maybe.
I don't know, but like where
just think Cat Williams was talking about his jokes, right? And he was singing about
how he writes a lot.
Yeah, about how he writes it seems like he really writes a joke. He's like, and then he's like, the cool thing about a joke is you create a joke that's very simple. He's like, and then you take it on the road. He's like, and you develop the complexities of doing this joke to an East Coast audience, to a West Coast audience, to nanas, to fucking kids, to whatever, which is what we do at the open mics. I mean, we're not getting different coasts, but we're getting old people, we're getting young people, college kids, we're getting fucking, families.
Yeah, at a good mics, right? Because sometimes we do get those
couples,
good audiences.
You're getting a little bit of everything, right? Crackheads.
Yep, you get
alcoholics,
some crackheads, the comics. Oh, we were talking about the alcoholics.
Alcoholics. And what were we saying?
See, you ran your train of thought too. You were saying about the damn, I'm fucking. I know. I was with you. Ah, shit. No, you were talking about the jizz in your ass, G's in your eye. Whoa.
God damn it,
we're so fucking stoner. We said about the comedy podcast, about not naming it another comedy podcast.
Talking about jizz in your eye. I knew this chick who just threw her guy on the bus. I don't know. She was like, yeah, one time I was sucking his dick. She's like, and he said, I'm about a nut. And I didn't want a nut in my mouth. She's like, so I took it out and pointed it at him.
His eye?
And flinged it right in his eyeball. And and then he was like, give me a towel. And she was like, oh, that's... Now he knows that. Give me a towel. I was like, interesting. That was very vengeful but good aim,
That is
they fling your own jizz in your eye.
Oh my god. I remember what you were gonna talk about, Doug.
What?
You're talking about Cat Williams and his jokes being from the East Coast to the West Coast.
See, I got you. I got you. I was thinking a lot better than this Jizz and I story.
See, dude, I fucking got you, bro. I got you, bro. But
what I was saying is that
at the mics, how you would get sometimes so different people.
He was saying that you get a joke that's simple, and then you develop the joke, with the complexities of performing it for different audiences.
Yeah.
And then he's like, and if the joke is good enough, he's like, it's like good pussy. It's never finished.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, you're never done hitting it.
You're never done hitting it.
He's like, and if it's run its course, it's run its course.
Yeah, because Shannon Sharp was asked, like, is a joke ever done?
Yeah,
and he's like, a good joke.
He thinks about it for a moment, and then he says it in a joke way.
Yeah, he's so good.
Yeah.
He was like, a good joke is like good pussy or something like that.
He didn't say a good pussy. He said like something like
good something, right? Yeah. And because like you can keep hitting it.
Good box,
Oh, that good gash.
And then that made me think about my jokes and be like, okay,
is this a good pussy?
No, well, we've been working. I feel like we've been working on our performance, right?
Exactly.
But I'm like, should I now focus 2024 on the writing of my jokes and on getting these jokes that I have? Because now I have a good amount of jokes, and trying to develop them and make them more complicated, complex, and developed. Yeah. Or is it like, I mean, it's like he said, I guess, is the joke good enough to develop?
Yeah.
But you also have to be disciplined and put the time to sit down and get a joke that already works and still try to make it better or more out of it. Like when I watch Jim Gaffigan, I get that, I'm like, oh my god, he's done so long on this one thing. I'm like, he thought of every angle.
Yeah, because he just came out with a new special too recently,
a few years ago, and it's good.
Is it?
It's fucking good.
But didn't it just come out on Prime? Like one just came out.
Prime? I don't know. He did. I think he did a Netflix one like 2021 or 2022 maybe.
Bro, I can't stop thinking about. Every time I think of Gaffigan, I think of vacation is just going out to eat places or something, like, after we eat something, let's go get something to eat, and we should definitely get something to eat before we get there. And the way he has that mocking voice, like, we should go get something. Like, I can't do it, but he has that mocking voice that is like, oh, he's making fun of like himself and like people around. It's like that thing, like, it's 2024 is the time to develop, right? We've been working on our stage presence, but it's like at the same time we have to set ourselves a little bit apart, right? I was watching that Jessica Kirsten, Two Bears One Cave, because they always have guests on there, right? It was Tom and Jessica Kirsten, the girl I was talking to you about earlier, and they're talking about how like she was just surprised how in this new age of comedy everything is the TikTok, the YouTube, the fans coming from there. Because you said
her fans were from there.
And that like that's where they're coming from. Am I fucking I'm in the frame still. And that's where they're coming from. And so it's like we're in that age where we grew up digitally savvy, right? But maybe our talent just isn't, like, when they put shit out there.
So we're saying that the pot's getting better, but we need to get better.
we're getting better. I think our stage presence is getting better, but it's like we're not undeniable, right? We're not undeniably funny.
That's what you gotta mean, right?
So like they're fucking hilarious. They put clips out there, and people are like, "Man, she's coming to Phoenix." I told my girl, I'm like, I want to go fucking see her, right? Cause I saw that video. I'm like, damn, I want to see what she does live, right? Adam Ray, he comes to Phoenix. I want to go see him. Because I saw him at the Comedy Store. He's like, that was entertaining, right? If he does a Dr. Phil live, I want to go fucking see that shit, right? If he takes that shit to tour, I'd go see that. You know what I mean? It's something so different, but it's his comedy. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just like...
I like to see stand-up because we were saying that. Does he have a special?
He did. He just came out with a special like a couple months ago.
Nice.
So it's like... And even that special, he's saying a little bit. So it's like what I was telling you. It's like I want to develop my comedy chops a little bit more. Like of course I want to do my jokes and shit, but it's like I want to explore, right? I want to sing. I was kidding.
I feel like you just scream, bro. I feel like you don't fucking... Dude, you're gonna have to do a lot of editing, Bucko.
Chris did tell me that
you should not assume.
He said yeah, you should
have done that right now.
I did a little bit right here. I think we'll be good.
Yeah, but you gotta figure, people are in their car, they just fucking swerved and hit a fucking...
They're not at 50 minutes in. I'll tell you. The only one that's at 50 minutes is my girl, and that gave her a nice little scare.
Maybe, but she's not.
Get back to work.
But she's not subscribed.
But she's not subscribed.
We just found out. Look it.
I say that because she's working. That's
Look,
not.
it's very
that's
difficult.
not. Wasn't any. I say it because she's working. Because she listens to the podcast while she works. Yeah.
Here's the thing. I want to say we found out that it's very hard. It's how you're saying. You gotta be undeniable, but also I feel like also how we said earlier, the audience that is gonna the audience has to find you. Yeah, that is gonna find you. You have to find that audience. Because how I say, I find that whether it be maybe my girl or her family or everybody that I know just doesn't like my pod.
They just don't
or my clips or anything that I do.
Don't repost my. They don't repost my clips
or anything that I do at all. But I know some people do.
Yeah.
And when I go and I look at the numbers and I go and I look at the likes, I'm like, none of these are my family.
That's
family and friends.
None of them are my family and friends.
But I like that because it's like comedy. It's like I don't want to do comedy for my family and friends. I want to do comedy for everybody else out there. I want to do comedy. I love the aspect of how you say right now nobody knows as we go into. I love that aspect of going out there and there's like, who the fuck is this twink out there? Yeah. And then you're seeing all these things and they're like, oh, he's got a point. He's kind of funny. He said it good. He said it in a funny way.
And the more developed you get, the more people will be on your train with you when you go on some crazy fucking tangent about fucking about Plan B. Or about dick pills, you know what I mean? Or with me when I'm trying to be what's going on with the fucking the border crisis or shit like that. There's just jokes that I have where it's my dad's sleep apnea. I haven't said that one in a long time, but I want to try and maybe bring it back to be a little bit more developed. Do you know what I mean?
But that's what I'm saying. I feel like now I've even been bringing jokes back. I've been bringing back the simp joke and the conspiracies and these. But I'm like, okay. I want to develop them more because they to see if they are good enough to fucking get more juice out of it.
And I really feel and that's the way you're gonna be able to segment into other jokes and have more time.
Because right now I have jokes in topics bunched together. Yeah. But then if you get one joke and develop it, then whatever, it's a routine or whatever the fuck. It is.
Yeah, it's the fucking it's the dick in your ass and it's the cum in your eye, right? As you were saying in that last story.
Cum in your ass.
Yeah, and the cum in your
jizz in your eye.
The G's in your eye. There you go.
Say that to your girlfriend. You're like, you're the jizz in my eye. I'm the jizz in your hair.
In your hair.
Because you and me are like the jizz in your hair. Because we always stick together.
Do you ever, what those Hallmark cards, right? You can make it as a Hallmark card.
All right.
Well, we should do maybe comedy Hallmark cards, 'cause I think people are tired of the same old cards. You know what I mean? Get well soon. My card would be I didn't like you in the first place, bitch. You know what I mean? Or something like that. But I hope you don't die. You know what I mean?
Mine would be have a nice life.
Have a nice life. That's how you get when you don't go up.
When I invite my friends to play Warzone, then they don't answer me. I send them a have a nice life postcard.
Motherfuckers. You didn't hear my father bit that I said. But I said I feel like that's how you were with your father, have a nice life, that's where the mentality comes from. You're like, man, fuck these guys. I didn't grow up with a dad anyways. I don't need you. I got I don't need you. Type of way, have a good life. You know what I mean?
Are you saying I'm a little resentful of that?
I mean, people let's unpack the therapy. It's no, bitch. I already know where it is. Fucking shut up. Let's play some Warzone or something like that. Bro, here's the thing, bro. We were playing Warzone with the homie yesterday, with your homie. And I hated how much we were losing and the Warzone. I think it's hard.
I think you were all, y'all motherfuckers were talking. He was talking about fucking Panama. I don't know what the fuck he was talking about. You were fucking venting about this other shit. And I'm like, these motherfuckers are not focused. We keep losing. And then we both had our girls yelling at us because we were asleep. Because they're trying to sleep and we're over there. So we weren't yelling. I think we weren't being us.
We weren't being on the pod, bro. And here's the thing, dude. Because that's why I was telling you, you have to get on that Fortnite, dog. Because for me, I can be a lot more chill on a game that I'm better at. Because I feel with COD,
just get better at. What is
the thing about COD is it's so I don't know. I don't know what about COD where I just feel like it's not like a ceiling, but I just feel like everybody who's been playing COD for a long time, like they're still on that shit. Like, you know, the homies that we used to play with, they're level 100 Call of Duty number 2.
Oh, right.
Like, you know, there's motherfuckers like that are playing up against on Warzone all the time.
But dude, but I would pick up so many dubs, dude. Matter of fact, I'm gonna call this episode early. We're at an hour.
Because Omar wants to play the Warzone, but see, here's the thing about the Warzone, dog, is that you have to trust me. We meet right in the middle at Battle Blocks.
What the fuck is that?
See, that's what Cat Williams played on his special.
Battle Blocks?
Battle Blocks. It's kind of like a Battlefield, but it's in like block form.
Oh my gosh.
See,
like Minecraft?
See, Omar no, it's not Minecraft. Omar doesn't like the animated stuff. See, he wants to put editing in the pot, but he doesn't like animations, bro. See, you need to see the animations and appreciate them. You know what I mean?
But like, I've played Minecraft and kill people. You know what I mean? It's just it's not for me.
Because even last night you're like, "What am I gonna play this kid's name of Fortnite?" I'm like, "No, bitch, it's fucking
like big play fucking Warzone like a man, bro. You're a fucking adult, dude."
But that's why it's like.
But today I made 2 friends that were like little kids. That sounds bad.
Yeah.
But they were like, "Pichi puto," you know, and I'm like. And I'm like, hey, fool, we're gonna catch this dub or what? And this kid's like, fuck yeah, puto, what? Yeah. And this kid got fucked in. He carried the team. He's like, hey, fucking step your game up. I'm like, he's not lying, bro. You gotta step your... Because it was me and the homie from last night.
Oh,
with him and his buddy. I don't know if it was his buddy. I think it was his buddy because the little kid was Colombian and one of the other kids was Mexican.
What's the difference?
And I'm like, chica tu madre, güey. And they're like, oh, yeah. And then my buddy starts talking politics. He's like, hey, is it true that you're politics? And he's like, oh, yeah, my fucking politics in my country. I'm like, dude, you sound like you're 12. You actually know about politics. I'm like, damn, these kids fucking... He was talking shit to fucking, you know...
People talking shit. People are gonna get mad when you said one's a Colombian, one's Mexican. I went, what's the difference? Because I feel like that's how people see us, but also at the same time, that's how I see us. I'm like, we're all Mexican. And when I say that, when I see a dude, I'm like, you're Mexican, right? They're like, no, I'm fucking Colombian. I'm like, and they're like, I'm not fucking Mexican. I'm
do
like,
you see
right.
it? I don't know. I feel like, I don't know. Dude, who else do you see them? Like Justin Pinzone's Puerto Rican. Other than that.
Oh, no, I'm saying like in real life.
That's what I'm saying.
Like outside of the scene.
You mean a lot of Colombian dudes? I don't mean no Colombian dudes or...
No, like just in like real life when when I'm just, you know how I be.
I feel like you get more southern, the other like, you know...
Like
Guatemala, Hondurans.
I do,
you know, like,
yeah, I do. I did meet a lot of Guatemalans, Latins. I think a lot of people, Spaniards. Like a lot of people correct me. They're like, no, I'm Spaniard. I'm Spanish.
For real?
Yeah, we're like, I'm Spanish.
I've never met a Spanish person.
I always assume that they're Mexican, but they're like, no, I'm Spanish. I'm like, oh, what?
Where do you meet these Spanish people at?
Like, well, just here around at the supermarket. You know how I be talking to people. Like just at parties, like if my girl takes me to a party, I meet people, I assume they're Mexican, I start speaking Spanish to them. They're like, I'm not, I'm this. I'm like, oh, well, you're not Mexican.
I thought people were Mexican, but they're Asian.
Yeah, exactly. I've been there before. I've been there plenty of times. I mean, half of the mic scene, I think that all of them are Mexican, but barely have, like, what, how many Mexicans do we have? You, me, Justin, the aggressor.
Mexican or Masian?
Masians. There's a couple Masians. Are you a Masian? A Mexican Asian, right?
No, but my cousins are.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What are they?
Their dads have like Chinese descent, and you can tell.
You can tell.
Yeah.
You ever been to like a fusion restaurant?
No, what's that?
Like
they fuse what? What do they fuse?
Chinese
together?
and Mexican.
Oh no.
Like birria ramen. You ever had birria ramen? Yeah,
but is that considered a fusion restaurant?
Yeah.
That's just a truck. Like, what did you say was gourmet the other day?
No, it's not. It's So like fusion. No, it's not a fusion restaurant. It's a fusion of foods, fusion of cultures. So it's like birria is Mexican, ramen
so you're
is.
Just calling it a fusion.
No, it's like.
But is ramen fucking Asian because it's fucking pasta?
Yeah, well, it's the ramen stylings because they put the egg on it, they boil it, they put the meat, they put the garnishes. Yeah, they put like the boiled egg.
On what?
The birria ramen.
There's no egg on birria ramen. Where are you eating birria ramen at, bro?
At ramen shops, dude.
With egg in it?
You ever been to a ramen shop before? You ever get ramen? Like
I have ramen, but I never got ramen with egg in it.
People are, if people actually are listening right here, they're like, Omar is such a fucking. I swear to God.
Ramen with egg in it and birria?
Yes. Dude. I swear to God, dog. That's how ramen is eaten, with a soft boiled egg.
Oh, that's nasty, dude.
Whoa, hot take. It's good, bro. I'm telling you. Like, so like, what's ramen? A broth with noodle and egg.
That's what I'm saying. Motherfuckers in prison is these, bro.
Yeah, and also it's like saying like, it's like the it's the it's like the it's the soups, right? It's like with Mexicans we have the fucking.
I always feel like you're gonna say something really good, and then you're like, it's the soup. And I'm like, motherfucker.
Okay, I'm trying to. It's like their culture food. You know, I'm trying to say like it's like their culture. Like it's their culture.
Their main
food.
dish.
Like more or less, right? Because for us Mexicans,
like,
we have
it's a pasta. It's a squiggly pasta.
Yeah.
The Italians are like, you stole my joke.
You stole my fucking joke, bitch.
You stole my bit.
I think. Oh, I mean, yeah.
You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's just pasta. But so fusion, like that's considered fusion. Okay, then what else is a fusion? Like, what's another fusion that you see often other than Mexican, Asian? Other than Asian.
I mean, I'm not a necessarily a chef, but like, you know, you see a bunch of like, a lot of people take a lot of inspiration from Mexican food, because Mexican food has like a lot of things that you can do where you can kind of just put in like a roll, or like, you know, Mexican and Chinese food kind of go very hand in hand, where people can like put like what did I see, like in an egg roll, but it was like Mexican stuff. Like I've seen sushi, Mexican style sushi, you know what I mean? Yeah. Where it's like all hot and shit.
That's true. That's the same fusion, Asian.
This is Asian.
Asian fusion.
It's that Asian fusion. Tell your cousins to come over here and make some Asian food, dude.
Dude, Mexico has huge Mexican food. Like, there's some place Mexico.
Yeah, I mean,
the Mexican food culture is huge.
But like on your joke that it's like, you know what it is, dog. Yeah,
all the Mexicans are cooking it.
They're all cooking it, dog. You know,
I like it because my work, that Chinese guy, he made that joke. He went. Oh, you go at the back and it's all Mexican, and then he started dying. And I'm like, everyone knows.
Yeah, everyone knows. Everybody knows. You know it's all the Mexicans.
It's not
dude.
bad. Oh, I was thinking about the joke about. Have you ever thought this? Like, you think about a joke, or maybe you post a joke, or maybe something, and you're like, oh, it's been a year that I wrote this joke, or like, I know I wrote this joke because of this. Like, I have the car accident joke that I know I wrote it last year in March, so it's almost gonna be a year.
Because that's when you got in a car accident?
That's when I got in a car accident.
Yeah.
When my car got totaled by that fucking fat bitch.
Yeah.
And
I don't think this pod knows about your accident.
No, but I was like, I started thinking about that joke, you know, and it's kind of a little bit of elements of, you know, things I can better. And I started thinking about how things I can change to make it more palatable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the thing I hate is when people go, you know, that joke, it could be like you could, what if instead of this you say something just like funnier? And I'm like, oh motherfucker, I can say that about all your jokes.
Yeah, like,
you know what I mean? But then when you really think about it, you're like, I can't say something else, or I can't say this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But people,
the worst of the motherfuckers are right.
I hate but like at the same time, like sometimes some other comics do come up and give me some advice,
and it's trash.
No, I don't think it's always trash. Depending on who it is, I think a lot of it's usually valid. Usually a lot of it's valid.
Yeah, it can be,
because a lot of time, like if you tell me things, like, because I feel like with them, they're not trying to not hurt my feelings. Does that make sense? Because I feel like if you want to tell me something, like I definitely feel like you'll be real with me, but at the same time, I feel like if someone else were to tell me, I don't think they give a fuck about my feelings. Do you know what I mean? Where it's like, you wouldn't want to make me feel a certain type of way, where someone else is like, yeah, I don't really give a fuck about what this guy thinks. You kept away, you know what I mean?
Yeah, or they might not know how personally you might take what they say.
What I say, right? So it's like, but I've heard a couple, like one comic came up to me, he was like, that joke, he's like, I like that joke a lot. He's like, I like it. He's like, but just let it breathe a little bit. He's like, you go, bah, 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 like he was like, you don't, you go like you don't let it breathe, right? My Ross joke, he's like, you don't let it breathe, like you need to let the audience hear like the idea, then the punch, right? 'Cause I don't think you're letting it sink in their head, the connection of why that joke makes sense. And then he was like, but also at the same time, the way that you deliver your jokes, and like everybody tells me, slow down, you're nervous, slow the fuck down, your dad's gay. And it's like, all right, but he was telling me like your style, the way he said it, I was like, oh shit, like, you know, I was like, oh fuck, it was like, fuck.
Styling's a man.
Yeah, bro, he was like, your style is different. He was telling me, he was like, you have that
remember
style.
I told you that too, that I can see, you know, like some guys too are trying to say a lot of things fast because it's like you're hammering it kind of, you know, but I think it's kind of like what Cat Williams said, that you can do that once you've already set the joke
once
up,
you said it.
then you can just go joke, or punch because you've set the table to eat. You know?
Yeah,
you're ready to go.
So he made me feel like, oh, like, okay, like, all right, because he was telling me like it kind of feels like some people are really melodic, low energy.
Yeah,
and he was like, and it kind of like, it's nice to see a little bit of.
Remember, that's what I would tell you too, is that before I used to kind of be that. And then I was like, I don't want to, that's not really me to be full, you know, like Jesselnick.
Yeah,
the feel fuck like that, you know, anything like that, you know. And there's a lot of guys like that doing it right now. It's like,
it's a little.
Or like, you know, even the Hedgeberg thing I was doing. Or like, I didn't like when people would come up to me and be like, oh, you're really good at one-liners. And I'd be like, I don't want to be the one-liner guy. That's just, you know, a joke I thought of, I guess, that I didn't develop enough. I'm like, am I just being lazy? Yeah. Fuck that joke. Let me do a joke that's really developed and that's like long. I don't know. I think I'm just in my head about all of my material in general.
So you're gonna hate me right now, right? What? You remember how like last time we did the pod and you're like, man, why didn't you fucking tell me anything? So you look over it's been the whole time. I just looked at my
my hair. I think I need a chop.
It's because you had that beanie on, and then like I just looked at the top of your head. I'm like, damn, G, like that thing's like it's been up.
There's kind of nothing I can do. It's kind of it's kind of a mess. Like, oh my.
But at the same time, it's kind of like a structured mess. You know,
it's kind of style, like the stylings.
But I feel like, you know, I just noticed it now, and I just thought
it's kind of just. I knew my hair was gonna be bad in the episode, and it's kind of like, you know,
it's not another comedy podcast.
The hair lady didn't show up. Wardrobe wasn't here.
You seem like the type of person to have someone show up at your house that like cuts your mom's hair, cuts your hair, cuts all your sister's hair.
Oh my gosh, it takes so long.
Oh, okay, you have to go to the barbershop. Like,
oh my god, it's like today I went to a mechanic too. Oh my, I told you he just takes long.
Yeah, it just takes.
I'm like, you're a great mechanic, but you're a big procrastinator.
Yeah, I do, because they want to they talk, they chill with you.
They're all, you know, Mexicans. They're always on the phone.
They're always with on the someone.
Phone. Hey.
They have to go get some lunch or something. Right, they're fucking around with the crew members and shit like that. You're like,
they show you their gun. He was showing me his gun. I was like, oh yeah, I love that fucking guy. And then he's like, look at Mike.
Oh, he was like fucking. I mean, so wait, is he a mechanic at a shop, or is he at like a shop at his house?
No, local.
A local mechanic. Yeah. That's fucking dope, dude. So when you go to your friends or local mechanics or to the shops, right? You just want to make sure you're not getting fucked, bro. I don't know dick about nothing with cars, right?
That's the thing, right?
I don't know dick about nothing. Someone can tell me.
But I feel like people gotta feel like that with everything, right? Maybe not with comedy, but you know, with a lot of things, people are like, hey, I want to make sure you're not fucking me. In sales, right? If you're in sales, you know people are defensive like that. They're like, hey. Well, I don't want you to fuck me. You're like, no. I got a deal, bucko.
Yeah, because I think people come at it because they're like, I used to fuck people, so like I know how it is. You know what I mean? Like you're trying to get something over. You're like, what the fuck are you trying to get over me on, bitch? Fuck you. Give me my money. Fuck you, bitch. You're a fucking asshole piece of shit. No, fuck you. Bitch, I don't know. I was gonna try and take it. More of a different rant, bitch.
But you just went aggressive with it.
If I went aggressive,
you should be the aggressor,
dude. I know I should be the peaceful, because the aggressor is the aggressor.
yeah,
I should be the peacemaker, but instead of being peaceful,
what was the guy, the Gandhi,
but not Gandhi, like something like different, because like the aggressor, he's not aggressive, right? So that's why it's like,
right. Well, Gandhi was all about peace,
but I'm not peaceful. That's the thing,
right? That's like, the opposite.
I have to be the opposite. Yeah,
opposite of that.
Yeah, I have to be the because I do look like all peace and love, the peace and love type of dude. You know what I mean? And he does look like here we're gonna have him on, right?
Yeah, we gotta have him on like either this or the smoke-a-thon.
Well,
the smoke-a-thon.
So I was actually talking with Elmer and him about running shows, right? And like there's like there's a weed communities here, and we'll talk a little bit more about the off the pod, but like we need to start running our own shows, right? And so we want to start trying to get more into the weed community, right? Who is the biggest stoner comedians that we have right now? It's fucking him, fucking Elmer, it's you and me, right? If I'm missing anybody else, then that means I don't give a fuck about you.
Corey.
Yeah, I'm Corey. You're right, Corey.
You're fucking Corey.
I'm just kidding. No, Corey's the man. But you know what I mean? Where it's like, yeah, like the stoner, and of course I don't want it just to be a stoner thing, but the stoner community is there, right? In Tucson. And it's like,
we need to get on that Harambe show.
When you got that Harambe shit, but
you need to get on that show. Did you go to that show that one day?
No, but also at the same time, we're trying to do our own thing too, right? We're trying to grow ourselves to where it's like other people are gonna see it's like now on the pod, like put me on that show, right? Get me on the pod. But it's like we have to build ourselves up in the community in our own way. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Where it's like we're building ourselves up with the pod right now. We're putting out the clips and shit. We also have to do things in the community as well, a little bit more forward, right? My girl's been telling me, you and Omar and Tyler should run a show. Fucking
yeah, I have the speaker, bro. We can do it.
We have the speaker. We got the mics, bro. Not Another Comedy Podcast presents
by the show.
And I'll just be up there fucking twitching on the stage, dancing, bro. Let's have a dance competition. You dance? I know you dance.
I'm not a big.
You're dancer. A Dance Revolution type of guy.
I can dance, but I mean,
I can't dance.
Well, I can dance. I don't know if you remember when we did that show at the Deluxe Lounge, which used to be called Club Forest here in town. It was a big beaner spot, huge bean town. Really? Fucking spot for all the beaners to go listen to. Like all the groups would go to Club Forest because it's on 4th Avenue downtown. Why are you looking at me like that?
Because it changed the whole other way now.
Yeah, well now it's owned by black people. It's complete, and it's like a
nightclub.
It's a club in there, right?
Yeah.
So when we go in there to do fucking comedy, now it's like club vibes, right?
You got it
was dope though.
Down,
but what the fuck point was I gonna say about this? It was
you used to go there and dance when it was a Mexican club.
Oh, I had to fucking bust out the dance moves at that show because remember you brought all your family at that show.
Yeah.
But they go, oh, what music do you want to come on with? Come on to, and I'm like, oh, give me this fucking song, whatever. Let me come on to this Mexican song. It was kind of like a cumbia type of thing, but it's cool, whatever. But it starts real gay because it has Bad Bunny in it, right? So it starts real like real slow, right? And the guys, I don't think they put on the headphones and saw where the beat dropped.
They don't do that.
And they started it at the beginning. So as I go, I'm walking up. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go up there to when like if you go up there to the intro of a song, you don't go even walk up to real music.
Yep.
I was like, no, that's gonna happen. So I think Jenkins was hosting. I don't remember who was hosting.
Yeah, Jenkins.
Kind of grabbed him a little bit. I was like, yeah. They kind of walked slowly up there, put my notes down, and then I had to dance. I had to bust out some dance moves. I had to bust out some cumbia moves. Because Cumbia Kings, to let the beat settle and set the vibe for the set. The vibe. And I remember it's very hard because remember we had all the lights going in the background.
Yeah,
they were going like
yeah.
They're like trippy ones.
The second show that wasn't there. Yeah, the lights. Yeah, the second show that wasn't there. The second one that I did. But here's the thing, dog. Here's the thing. Not Another Comedy Podcast. Not another comedy podcast about stoners. Not another podcast about fucking tapestries. Not another podcast about comedy. Not another podcast about podcasts.
What are you saying? That's what I'm saying. You go like you're gonna say something good. Like maybe you had nothing. Why'd you start talking?
Because I wanted to see if you would laugh. I don't know.
We got it.
You're a little out frame.
But it's because I was still, talking about this stuff, and then we go into this thing, and it's like, if you don't got nothing, why'd you make me totally forget about what we were talking about? You know what I mean?
What were we talking about?
About the clubs and stuff. I'm not saying it was a bad show. It was a great show. Thanks for having me on. But I had to bust out the dance moves because they didn't play my song at the right time.
Oh, I remember what I was gonna say.
What were we gonna say?
I just feel like it's hard to like start a show, right? Because I feel like that was the first one that they had.
Yeah.
So it's like you have to get the room like in on it too. Because I think the people were like still like trying to know how to run it, right? The guys who were there,
right.
They're like, "Ooh, we sold drinks." They're like, "Ooh, this could be an actual thing." That night was a good night because they're like, "Ooh, we sold drinks."
It was a good night, yeah. Because then
People
it became a
came.
thing. Oh, that night I had 2 shows.
Yeah, you did.
That's the night I had 2 shows. And
What was the other show?
It was at the Mint. The Mint
Oh
bar,
yeah,
remember?
the one that you got mad at. the one that you were talking mad shit about.
No, the one was the guy was talking mad shit about, and then didn't pay anybody. That one. But I went up there, I did my time, and then I went down there, did my time, and then we did some dabs, and called it a night. It was a full night of comedy. That's usually what happens.
Not another comedy night, not another comedy podcast, not another comedy. I got you, bitch. But it's just like 'cause it's like, you know, like when comics go on stage because they're trying to think of something.
Right.
I think that's where that's gonna be my thing when I try to start thinking. Not another comedy podcast.
You start listing not another other stuff.
Yeah, like not another other stuff, but then like that's when I start my train of thought, because I feel like right now I'm kind of like, you know, I'm fighting. You know, it's like you're in the ring, right? It's like the audience is fucking hitting you, and you're like, I'm bored. Next pod, you're like, oh fuck, I need to come up with something. You're like, oh, what's next? You're like, your mom's hairy pussy. Bam, you're a bitch. Bam. Or it's like, because that's what it kind of feels like what Mark and Sam do. They say like, my dad's gay, and it's like, you know, and then they're talking, you're like, you know, my dad's gay, and they're like, shit, you know. But it's like,
it's all pipes. It's all
it's all pipes. It's all it's in your ass. We need to have our own. It's all pipes. You know what I mean? Like, that could be.
I think we have Let Me Fly.
Yeah. Oh, you know, fuck.
Let me fly. You know?
Bro,
not another this, not another that.
Bro, when you tell someone to let you fly, you take this into real life, right? You're talking, and someone's like, "Hey, bro, what the fuck are you doing right now?" Or like maybe they're like they're shitting in your dreams.
When Tyler does the Let Me Cook. That's a real rapper move. Yeah, I heard the rappers go, "Oh, he cooking now."
Yeah, he cooking. Like let me cook. I'm like,
oh, that's a real rapper move. I see. You know,
we trying to fly. Let me fly.
Yeah, let me fly.
Holy shit, we're already at an hour and 27 minutes.
27, beautiful. What do you think?
I think.
Well, wait, let me look. I think we might have a topic left.
What was the last top? What was the? Do you remember?
Saltburn.
Oh yeah, the fucking
what
movie that my girl showed.
Super gay movie.
So we went into my room, right, and my girl was watching this movie, and we were gonna smoke, and then she was like, "Do you want to watch?"
She's like, "No, you guys have to watch this scene."
She's like, "No, yeah." She didn't even say, "Do you want to?" She's like, "You guys are gonna watch this scene."
Yeah.
And then we just watched homie Jack. So there's something about me and Omar sitting on the old podcast couch, the futon.
Oh yeah.
With my girl, watching a gay dude masturbate in a tub, and then another dude come and slurp it up, and I was just there like, that's wild, dude.
Yeah. I was like, well, my mouth got watery, but other than that,
I got a little thirsty.
Yeah, I felt a little accumulation of saliva right here, but.
And then like he fucks the grape. Spoiler alert!
Something. He does something to it, right?
He does. He fucks it.
Yeah. Oh, nice. So,
he fucks the grave. I'll tell you what, dude. My girl was like, "You have to watch the whole movie."
This is a
now."
movie disclaimer. We do not condone this.
This is a movie named Saltburn, I think it was.
It's like a British movie about some dudes that are doing creepy stuff. I don't know. People seem to be into those movies nowadays. Lately.
Not comedy part. No, just kidding. So like imagine, so it's like the fucking we were talking about not the Once Upon a Time in Hollywood last pod. That guy goes, the director, he goes kind of crazy, right? And he gets really gory. Kill Bill was really gory and stuff. I think horror doesn't do it for people anymore. Like horror movies, I think this is, like you're saying, it's not horror, it's not gory, it's like, it's just weird, right?
Creepier a little bit.
Yeah, it's like, because I feel like that's real shit, right?
Yeah.
That's real life shit.
Yeah, all the Dahmer culture.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking about too. I was like, the Dahmer movie that came out, it's like, that's what people want to see, because that's real, right? The serial killers, like, bro, like those podcasts about like the murders and stuff like that. I think like people are like, that's what people like, because kind of like it's scarier. I don't know.
Yeah, a little like realistic. Like it actually happened.
Yeah, because like when I watched the first Paranormal Activity, I shit my pants.
Well, that's why I like Saw was cool, but then, you know, at a certain point, you're like, all right, well, this guy's too genius.
It's too much.
It's not gonna happen. But it's cool to think about.
So do you like feeling like when you're watching a movie, you're like, this could truly, because like I can suspend disbelief, right? But in some movies, like the ones that I really like are the ones that like, oh, this is real life, right? Like especially like something like that. You ever watch like Shutter Island with Leonardo DiCaprio?
Seen that one. That one is good.
Yeah, I can't. I don't want to.
It's a little trippy, right?
It's a trippy movie. It's one of those movies that make you think.
Here's the thing: at the end of it, I'm not sure if I heard this. At the end of it, is it all a dream?
No, it's not. That's more. I think it's Inception. I think that's.
Oh no, Inception is definitely a dream, but
I didn't watch Inception.
Oh, okay.
For
Inception's good.
So for the last one,
Inception's dreams and dreams.
Dreams and dreams and dreams.
Did you know when I had a nightmare last night?
What was the nightmare?
My nightmare was serious.
What was it?
I dreamed that I came to the pod and I forgot the ring light.
Oh,
I was like, no, I forgot my girl's ring light.
Fuck,
it's so crucial.
I wonder how fucking light, how fucking not dark, how fucking dark it would be. Yeah.
Really dark. No, let's not try that one.
No, I was like, I was looking at like all the chords of like honestly, I really feel like it's like a very studio setup in here. You know what I mean? Like people are gonna come in here and they're like, man, dude, these guys. They're on the ball, bro. They're on the ball. They got the tapestry up. It's not crooked.
Yeah, like last episode.
They're gonna get some pictures right here. They're gonna get. Dude, I swear to God, bro. My neighbor was throwing away a TV. Perfectly good TV. You can throw Breeze on it. You know how like people put shit outside their yard. It's like basically a take me. Right, if you look, they have shit out there right now.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna take a look.
TV right there, and I told my girl, I'm like, I'm gonna take that TV. She's like, why are you gonna take the TV? I'm like, for the podcast, And she's like, no, you don't need the TV. But I swear to God, we went to Tuamoc. We came back. The TV wasn't there anymore.
Oh,
someone took the TV.
Yeah, of course.
I would have fucking.
Of course.
I knew it. I stopped at the stoplight. I'm like, I should turn back for that TV right now. I'm like, no, it's gonna be there when I come back. It's gonna be there. Fuck. The TV wasn't there when I got back.
But are you gonna be able? You want to connect your phone and show people stuff on the TV?
I was thinking more of like the logo of the podcast, like on the TV on the whole time, and then when like we start pulling up obscure stuff, we can
pull it up on there.
Mm-hmm. The way that I would be able to
tapestry higher.
Yeah, the way that I think I would do it is I would have I have an HDMI to my phone or to your phone, and we just and it would just
an adapter.
Yeah,
interesting.
And it would just like screen show, or I can have like my Apple TV that I have upstairs, and I would just have that displaying, and I could screen share straight onto the Apple TV through the phone. So
So when we talk about the Swifties, we bring up the Swifties.
We speak the Swifties on
in
Google
diapers
and shit like that. Like,
You ever hear about the Swifties in diapers?
No.
That the Swifties were wearing diapers so that they wouldn't miss any of the concert.
I mean, I feel that though. I feel that. I mean, you've never had to wait in line for anything.
I've never
Like
thought, I
your-
need a diaper.
Like you don't think your
Not yet.
family, like you don't think your family in the past had ever had to go on a long journey where they would have needed some diapers. To
No,
where
I
they
think you
wouldn't
could
have.
just stop and shit. If my family was on a long journey, we could just pause the journey
You know,
and do a side mission.
side mission to take a shit in
A
the
shit
woods.
mission.
I think we are a shit in the woods type of family. Because when we went camping, my stepdad, he's like, all right, let's go dig a hole.
A hole?
And he was like, we dug it. He's like, it's not, you need to dig up. We're going to be here for a week. I'm like, what is this fucking hole for? Takes a toilet out of the, so we shit in the hole. But it was nice because we had a little toilet, right?
Nice. You shit in the hole.
You shit in the hole. But I was saying for the diapers, right? I was saying that you don't think it would be nice to have some diapers every once in a while? For, for long journeys? No. I was trying to be nice to the Swifties.
You're trying to be play devil's advocate.
Yeah, I was trying to play.
I think it's a hard argument to make for diapers.
You know
'Cause
what?
you don't just need the diapers. If you have diapers, that means you got smeared shit on your ass, which means now you need wipes. Paper's not gonna cut it.
Paper's not gonna
So
cut
you
it.
need diapers. You need wipes. Maybe a little paper to dry off the dampness, and then you need some baby rash ointment cream for your
wipe for your butthole.
Because you're gonna get a rash from having the shit and the piss just chilling on you. You know
the whole time.
So it's a
Yeah.
whole thingamaroo, you know. You need a whole like a satchel like Carta gives you.
Well, I mean, to be honest, I would hope that they would be smart enough to not eat anything before the concert. Maybe drink, but not eat much because you don't want to shit during the
How long
concert.
is the concert?
Bro, it was like 3 hours. Because you went through
Yeah,
like,
but when
her
you
whole,
have to piss, you just go piss. You know what I mean? Like
in your diaper. That's right.
how he said that's a low IQ moment.
That
we were saying earlier.
Yeah, my one of my girls, she said something about a low IQ thing.
We said so deep. That was a low IQ move.
Low IQ move, yeah. I do feel a very low IQ, and I know you guys are jibbing and jiving, and
Yeah, we
I
hope
know
with this pod your IQ is just it's sturdy and steady. I can't promise it's up. I can't promise it's down. I hope it's pretty even.
not another comedy podcast, not another comedy pastry, not another
Pastry?
high five. Oh,
Would you say not another coming what?
I was trying to say
Tapestry?
tapestry, but I don't know why I said tapestry.
Interesting.
But here's the thing, bro. We got some goofs, we got some laughs, we got some giggles. We know that you guys are here. We know you're working. We know you're listening along, and we're just happy that you're along. You're here for the ride, dog.
Let's go.
Fucking